He's gonna do the Jacksepticeye thing.
Top of the morning.
Welcome to episode 2 of Cheems Talk. This time we are here with guest tAngör. That's with a capital A.
Chimpanzee tAngör.
Chimpanzee tAngör. And instead of sandwich, this time we have pizza, and Ivan has noodles. Yes,
Noodles weren't actually as good as I thought they were gonna be, so
they never are. You got a weird flavor, so it's
I got a weird flavor.
But we also have the pizza to share, so of course you can have some of that.
The pizza's still there.
And that's fine. I'm hot food, so I can handle it.
Cold as fuck.
That's why we have space
Oh.
heaters.
Also, right, yes. It's really cold in this room, so we have space heaters on, so that's what the background buzzing is.
Bless me.
Oh,
Since not, you wanna bless me. I didn't sneeze on the fucking food, dude. Chill.
You're not blessed.
COVID soon. Look. So,
This is just a mukbang episode, by the way.
that's what it is. So, since we're here with
So-
our guests, we have to talk to our guests. That's how that's kind of how these kind of things work.
So tAngör, what's your name?
No, I'm going to talk to him about his roles.
Yeah.
What's your relationship status?
No!
Single and ready to mingle.
So, the movie that we just started working on today is one of the big 3 movies, which we covered in the previous episode of Cheems Talk. The movie that we just started today stars me and Ivan, and also King Pig, Tristan.
Stars.
Well, he's in it. It stars us two, and then he's in it. Because it's a really pivotal role and stuff. So, so Alfred's not in it. Alfred's not in the movie. But he is in the other 2, right? And one of them is actually his movie. Like, he came up with the idea and the story.
He finally wanted to do something.
He joined the Creator Club when he came up with that movie.
Yep.
So that's one of the big 3, is a tAngör movie that's going to come out.
So, Alfred, explain your role in the Wonder Bread series.
Huh.
We only have one role in that.
Yeah. Well, in the Wonder Bread series, I'm the Dark Doctor. I'm a villain.
He's a villain. The Dark Doctor is a really popular role. I think because episode 3 was so good. Because
Ape Boy came.
Because Ape Boy came and did his point of view. No, but part of the reason it was so good is because you have Alfred on set, and he plays the Dark Doctor. And while the first 2 episodes kind of like lacked a tone, they didn't really know what they were doing. People were all over the place. Like some people were super dramatic, and some people were. Justin.
Oh, no. He's gonna see this video,
And he's gonna be like, "Fuck you guys." Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Nobody knew what to do. Nobody in the first 2 episodes had a sense of identity, like what we were doing. And then Alfred kind of came along and set the tune, set the tone. He was.
There's blood on this table.
It's fake blood. We've used this table in movies before.
Yes.
He set the tone. He sort of like. It was a combination of like dramatic, because our movies all have a tinge of dramatic.
Yep.
Except for maybe Origins. But also somewhat humorous, and everybody sort of followed that example, and it sort of set the tone for the rest of the series, which was why the episode was so good and why people liked it so much, because everybody was on the same page. You know, like everybody sort of warmed up to the dramatic thing when, you know, like you get Justin, no, it's gonna kill you, and I'm like, I don't care, and then I had a seizure on the ground. Like that was fun, and that's why Alfred's role in the Wonder Bread universe is so important.
Yeah, he also. Okay.
Yes, what we just whispered about, Ivan will tell you. So in what I've done,
Okay. In what I've done, we discover tAngör's name, Adam Sandler,
no!
aka Adam Sandler.
In what I've done, we discover the Dark Doctor's real name, which is Adam Sandler.
Sandler.
No! No!
It took so many takes. I kept saying Adam Sandler.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's what this sounds like.
Yeah, so he's Adam Scanlon,
He's Adam Scanlon.
related to
He's related to someone that we haven't seen yet. Well, we have seen him, haven't we?
James Hodges.
So in the previous episode, we talked about the Crow.
Yeah.
And how in the main character of the Crow is the FBI agent. You know, me with my stupid slicked over hair and the weird brown shirt. I played the unnamed FBI agent in that movie. And that FBI agent is James Hodge. James Hodge is related to the Dark Doctor. What? What? See, it's all connected. The whole point of this show is that it's all connected.
Yeah.
So that's one of your hints for the big three movies. The big three movies, all three of them are going to be really good.
Actually, that another reason. So the reason why
Expose all the lore.
yeah,
We're going to expose all of the lore in this episode. You get to hear it all. Everything is a spoiler. What I just said was a spoiler.
No one will listen to this. Because
So-
no one will have enough patience to watch a 20-minute long video.
Nobody has the patience to watch this whole video.
well, the reason why the Dark Doctor became a villain is the reason is in one of the Triple Whammy movies.
Whammy.
So if you want to know why, you're gonna have to watch them.
Mm-hmm. I think it's sort of explained at the end. Not really. It leaves it pretty open-ended. But the first time we see the Dark Doctor is when he comes in to Sunset on the train. And you know, there's like the big, like, fucking barge horn. It's like, "Brrr." And then me and Justin are like, huh, what is that? And then Alfred comes out and he's got his whip and he just like saunters over with his red hair. And we're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Dr. Evil. Tries to kill us.
Then.
There's a lot of course, we decided that we couldn't use that because it actually already exists. But originally,
Originally we didn't know that it existed.
none of
except
us
for Jasmine.
knew. Because Justin was like, gosh, what should we call our new villain? Let's call him Dr. Evil. And we were like, yeah, that sounds cool. And we realized it's like, what, like an Austin Powers villain or
Yep,
something?
it is. It's the Austin Powers villain.
And so we decided, well, we can't actually call him Dr. Evil. So we call him the Dark Doctor, which was the title of the episode.
And then
Now we're talking about your role in the darkness.
What? No, we're not talking about.
Not?
No. He comes in on the train and he starts flailing his bike tube around.
oh, Justin.
And Justin, you know, combats him with his unidentified piece of plastic.
Yep. His Wonder Whip.
That's the plot of episode 3. And then I'm kind of there hitting the ground with a big metal thing so that parents aren't like, oh my gosh, Felix is gonna kill my children, you know. But he comes in.
And then he killed him.
And then I jumped on the Dark Doctor, and in that action I broke my ankle as well as him. I broke him.
They were both
You
broken.
broke my back.
I broke his back, but I broke my
Landed on a
ankle.
rock.
But we never see where he comes from, right? He just shows up on the train.
Ooka, ooka.
So one of these big 3 movies is gonna explain kind of where he comes from and
Where
why
the
he's
fuck did I
there.
get the train from?
Yeah, where did he
He pulled it off his ass.
Yeah. He went out to the train store and said, hi, can I have anything in all black? I'm very dark. I'm actually a very dark doctor. That's what I said.
I have a PhD in darkness.
Well, and then. But later on in the movie, you get Bait Boy who breaks his ankle and breaks the Dark Doctor.
I'm still talking about Wonder Bread 3, right?
Yeah. But that's what happened in Wonder Bread 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I broke my ankle and I broke his back.
And then the Dark Doctor was vanquished. And then we didn't see him again until episode 5.5. And subsequently episode 6. And then he got vanquished again at the end of episode 7. Well, he got vanquished quite a few times, actually. But his...
Are we allowed to say the significance of Sunset Eagle?
Not yet.
Are we just gonna cut
Hold
out
on.
all of these Ivan's whispering?
No. Nothing gets cut from these. This is all one take.
Good.
Even the part where Alfred said Beamer and Larari.
Okay, let's...
That was before we started.
Normal podcasts are like, what, 2 hours? And these are like 20 minutes. You're fine. You can sit through
2
it.
to 5.
2 to 5, yeah, exactly.
2 to 5 minutes.
We're not even going to be casting.
2 to 5 seconds.
We're not even going to be casting
Fine,
the pod
bye.
that long.
2 to 5 days. Well, and then he comes back in 5.5. What does he do in 5? Well, no.
Kind of just walks around and said that's what she said. And then at the end of episode 7, he gets defeated, right?
Yay!
And we see Mr. Baboon's character, Vengeance, we see him die. But we don't see the Dark Doctor die. And we were like, what if? So we brought him back for Requiem. We were like, OMG, he survived. And then in What I've Done, it was kind of like
And then I pwned him.
kind of like,
I don't remember Requiem. What did we do in Requiem?
Requiem, we kind of just ran around Sunset Depot and I beat Jason up.
And then you shot yourself.
I did do it myself. And then you shot him, Chip with the gat.
Chimp with the gap.
I don't remember anything.
And so he died at the end of Requiem.
I don't remember Requiem at all.
And we thought, really? It's the one where I caught the whip. I'm like,
And then you got shot and you're like, oh my.
oh, and Rommel had skinny jeans.
What's something about?
Train station? Nothing?
And then in What I've Done, he.
Oh,
We're
Requiem.
tweeting out of his.
Yes.
Sort of, yeah. When Daniel was reading the script from his arms, he's like at his arms crossed, and he was like, "My family, they died."
I'm like, yes, good job.
I'm taking one.
And then in What I've Done,
We decided to bridge the gap
Yeah.
between Sourcekeeper and Requiem. We were like, what happened to the Dark Doctor? And obviously that ended up letting slip some information about his real name and his past.
yeah.
Because we can say this.
There's one very important detail from the movie. If you watch closely, and
I don't sound.
No, we're allowed to say it because he said it in the movie.
but we're not gonna like if you've seen it, you'll know what happens in one of the Triple Whammy.
Well, at the end of his dialogue with Lilith Gradle, who's BB 2.0,
Did we declare that she was adopted or something?
we did because she's literally older than the person who plays her father.
Yep.
Well, right, because in that movie you had basically the whole thing was just like a dialogue, a back and forth between Alfred and Sophia Blackwood, who plays Lilith.
Married.
And at the end of the dialogue, he lets loose a really important piece of information that you actually. We'll make them go back and watch the movie if they want to know.
Yep. Go back and watch
That's
What
what
I've
we
Done. And listen very closely.
You have to listen very closely. It's important because it's a hint about one of the big 3 movies, which are coming in February.
Okay.
Good, G.
I burped in my nose and then it hurts.
And then that's basically it for the Wonder Man series.
Roll this Dark Doctor, yeah.
What about this?
The Darkness series.
What did you?
Darkness series is fun.
I don't like the Darkness series.
I never so good.
I never perform well in Darkness.
You did in the first one. You set
Yeah.
the precedent. Again, that's why everybody thought you were an S-tier actor, because you were good in Wonder Bread, and then you were better in Darkness. When Darkness 2018 came out, there was like a clear front runner for Best Actor, and it was clearly him. Right? And that's why it's so important that's why everybody like loved his character so much. That's why I love the character so much, and I decided to develop it further in Falling. And of course, that didn't pan out quite as well as I hoped. But of course, that means But after sort of getting a feel for what his acting style is, we can like put him in better roles.
Yeah.
Like his role in Darkness 5. Yes, that's right. There are 5.
It's never gonna happen.
It will happen.
No, you've got what? One more year.
Darkness 2 comes out this
You
year.
can't finish 3.
Darkness 3 comes out next. Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Darkness 3 comes out next winter, and then Darkness 4 comes that spring, and then we do Darkness 5 in the summer.
It's not gonna happen.
It's a lot of time allotted. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
It's not gonna happen.
So in Darkness 5, he actually reprises his role as Private Parts, huh?
Yep.
And it's cool because at the end of Fallen, what happened to him?
Boom!
Oh yeah, no, I got on fire.
He got on fire.
He was cooked. Well done. Well done, tAngör.
The flame trooper came up and said, "How would you like your tAngör?" And he was like, "Yes, well done." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, that sucked.
He got put. Yeah, it really sucked for him because we torched him alive.
Yeah, no, actually they did. I was in the sun the whole time.
That's true.
In
It
the
was
middle of
hot
summer.
summer. It was September.
with charcoal on my face.
And then it was the day before we had to do a rim to rim in one day.
Oh my god, that's right, that happened.
And then when I took it off, when I took the charcoal off, it looked like I had emo makeup on.
Yeah.
And it looked like you were doing black.
The charcoal, well, like, the charcoal was important because you got torched alive, and of course we're like, there, like, oh yeah, he's fine.
He brought pillows of charcoal. He went like
Little capsules, and you break open the capsules of charcoal and then like smooth it around,
ugh, that sucked.
and it was just fine.
I was laying. You looked burned in the open sun.
On your phone.
I was not.
You were for like half of your
I couldn't see my phone because my eyes were shut because I was burnt.
We made him lay down on the dirt for like a solid
hour.
20 minutes.
Half an hour.
What?
Yeah.
It was a longest.
It was the longest time because we were like filming and we were trying to get everything done. And I was like panicking. I was like, "There's no more storage space on my phone. I need to delete videos and stuff." And I was like, "Oh no, my phone's gonna die," because we had that problem before we had a camera. We have a camera now. This is a camera. You're watching this from a camera.
Hammer time.
It's so good. But I used my phone to film falling, and I was having so much trouble. So we were just delayed. Everything was going slowly. And so he was kind of just sitting there, laying on the ground, all burnt up. In the movie and in real life, because it was so hot that day.
Yeah.
And he was like covered in dark colors. So
And I
it's
had just run out of water as well.
Mhm. We were having water difficulties that day. I mean, it's a good thing it was such a cool scene because it was grueling.
I never want to do. I don't want to do more fallings because they're so far out, and we can't like go back and get supplies.
Well,
Yeah,
now that we
can-
have Felix's car.
I have a driver's license. I have a driver's license.
Yeah,
now.
but he can only cart around one
Up
person.
until May.
Yeah, but
I have a driver's license, so we don't have to take our bikes everywhere. Oh my god. When we film Fallen, we had to take our bikes everywhere. So I have this thing that I can hook onto the back of my bike. It's like a chariot that I can put on the back of my bike, and you just load it up with supplies. And I'm like riding around on my bike all over like the main roads, and people are driving past, and they see me just like with my bike, and then my bike extension full of like fucking machine guns made of cardboard and shit. And they just will drive past, and they're like, "Look at that kid!" And I'm like, in my like with my like with my like World War II helmet and clothes on and stuff.
Jesse has the Nazi band. Yeah.
We had to ride.
He rode in front of so many cars.
We had to ride our bikes to set. While Justin was playing a Nazi, and he has like the band on his arm with the swastika on it.
Oh
And so he's like riding his bike, and the swastika's out because he's playing a Nazi, and we're like riding past the cars on our bikes, and they're like,
Oh,
Oh!
that kid's a neo-Nazi.
yes, Nazism.
I don't know.
And now he's rejected by society because of it. So sad. No, but that was the case with falling. Falling was rough because we had to take bikes everywhere.
I love that picture too.
This is such a cool picture.
The sun is shining.
The camera can kind of see like the top half of it,
Yeah.
but like the sun and the silhouette. It was such a cool promo when it came out, and it still is really cool. And I kind of want to do something similar to it for Alone.
What's an alone?
Nothing. There's no such thing as a.
You know, you guys can just cut it.
Shut up.
Cutting
No.
things is a thing.
Shut up. You cannot. It's illegal.
Fine, that's your last hint. You don't get any more hints until the movies come out.
Not until the next
How long
episode.
We built up hype. That's hype, okay? That counts.
How
as
long
hype.
are you rolling the crow?
You're on the
I
crowd.
was
So much fun.
I was unnamed police officer.
Unnamed police officer. That's who he was.
And they got-
I was there to get killed.
No, actually, that scene was one of the best in the movie.
What? Me being dead?
Yeah, no. Well,
I dropped a water on the scene,
Not
like in the
that
in the movie, the morning scene when we find his body.
Yeah.
He's laying there in the,
Me and the
like
the scene
laying
in the
in
crow.
his sleeping bag. I dropped a water bottle on his nuts and he didn't notice because his face was covered.
no, but that scene, the scene in The Crow where you died at night, that was a really good scene. Because we had him like come out of the car and obviously
My
driving,
facial
so isn't
expression.
driving. He just came out of the car and then walked up to his house and there's like the spooky music because it's
And
a
there's a-
horror movie. And then he opens the door and he's like opening like the lock and then he goes,
Like
what? And then of course Justin comes up behind him and he puts his hand and then the scene.
He's just very
Judge.
romantically.
And then the scene ends.
X-rated scene.
I love how we like
What about unload? I mean, in what I've done, there was the Jason was gonna write an X-rated scene into that. No, I'm just joking.
No, he wasn't. We make fun of him mercilessly in these episodes, and then when he's the guest on the show, we're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, dude, good to have you."
Well, I think a lot of things stem from him.
A lot of things stem from all of us. He just has the funniest things.
Yep.
Yeah, he just does the funniest shit.
You
Jackson
should
does.
tell people about your website.
Oh my god, I should. I have a website.
You've had a website.
I've had a website for forever. It's actually really cool because there are like so much stuff on it that you can look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot for it.
I have done a lot of work on
Tells
the website.
literally no one about it, so no one goes to it.
It gets like 1 viewer per month, and the viewer is me.
Sad.
So it gets like no viewers.
Yeah.
No, it's a cool website, but I've never shared it with anybody.
But the
Actually,
URL
I have a link to it on my Instagram.
Link in the description.
Link in the description to my website. Go check out my website. Well, it's the Dreadnought website. I'm just the guy who runs it.
Yeah.
Just like I'm the guy who posts all the movies and stuff.
You should do
Well, you
your
should
other
post it
website.
on the Dreadnought channel.
Well, I will post up on the Dreadnought channel, but the Dreadnought channel has like 10 subscribers.
Well, maybe you should
Post
that
it up.
on.
Go subscribe to the Dreadnought
more
channel.
subscribers if you post it.
I'll link the Dreadnought channel. The Dreadnought YouTube
Should
channel.
we not post this on the Dreadnought channel?
No, this will go on my channel so that people actually watch it. Justin texted in the group chat. Now I'm making fun of him again. Justin texted in the group chat. So Fex, where are you gonna post these episodes of Cheems Talk? And I'm like, I'm gonna post them on YouTube, right? Because that's where I post stuff. Because I'm a YouTuber. And he says, you're gonna post it on your channel? And I was like,
No,
Yes.
No, we're gonna post it on tAngör's.
we're gonna post it on tAngör's channel where there are no videos.
I have one video, but it's private.
You have like 7 subscribers.
14.
14. Double 7.
14 subscribers. I deleted everything.
You deleted all. Like Alfred doesn't have a channel.
Sadly, I deleted synonym challenge. I
You
spelled
really-
it wrong.
Did you delete it?
I think I deleted it.
Or did you private it?
Let me check.
You should private all your videos. Oh my god! The other day I was looking at the YouTube studio of my old channel, of my old Lucky C channel, and I thought that I had deleted all the videos on it. Turns out I privated them, so they all still exist, and I was so happy about that. Because all like there's so many videos that I thought were like gone
Hold
on
on,
that
how
old
did you
channel.
find your private?
You have to go to YouTube Studio.
I don't. I deleted YouTube Studio
Because you're not a YouTuber.
because I don't
exactly. Yeah. YouTube Studio is like my lifeblood. It's
I haven't
the greatest
posted in like 5 months.
What was the last thing you posted? It was either an
I
update.
found something.
Yeah, it was either a haunted,
It was just like-
video or an
It was like
update.
a truck in the woods.
No, there was a bed, and then there was sheets, and then I thought there was someone laying in it.
Who sleeps here?
I don't know. Ain't nobody sleeping.
Oh my god! And everybody's
Besides
content
Justin.
is so easy to define. It's like Ivan makes videos about spooky things, and Daniel makes update videos, just only update videos.
Just update.
And then Justin makes like 35 minutes Disney cruise montages, and it's just one cut of him riding roller coasters.
And then Alfred posts.
nothing.
I used
Cinnamon
to.
challenge.
Synonym challenge.
Ross
You spelled it
Alfred.
wrong.
Cinnamon.
Rommel wanted to be a YouTuber for like 2 days and then gave up on it,
He did.
which is fair because you know it's stressful. And then there's me who doesn't actually post anymore except for the movies. I used to
Yeah.
actually post videos.
There's
There's Cheems Talk now. That's what we have.
The videos are generally. I hate to put you down, but the videos are generally more entertaining than the movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's slander.
Yep.
Yeah.
What does Alfred know? He's not the general audience. You represent no one, dude. You represent his brother.
If you think that the movies are so bad, then tell that to all of the 300 views on my Requiem, huh?
Yeah,
Because that
bitch.
has so many views.
Okay, but you Marshmallow Concert has like 700.
Well, you know what? The original Darkness Falls had like 11,000.
17,000.
17,000 views.
Because
That's
that's what
why.
because it was masquerading as a real movie.
It wasn't masquerading.
People thought that Darkness Falls was a real movie that came out in like 18 years ago. There was like a real movie called
Yeah.
Darkness Falls
It was
that
really
came
bad.
out. And it wasn't good. But everybody thought that's what our movie was. Apparently like 17,000 people really wanted to watch that movie.
Probably
On YouTube. And they
some
clicked.
college students doing a project.
Yeah, and they went out and they were like, oh, dude, let's watch Darkness Falls full
And then they
movie.
saw a bunch of small children
Small
playing
children
in the
were there,
woods.
Yeah, playing in the woods with cardboard guns. Yeah. No, that's what they did. Is people clicked on the video. They were like, "OMG, 52 minutes video that says full movie." Yeah, that's probably.
And they watched it for literally 30 seconds,
And then they're like, "No way,
This isn't it."
wrong." Because the second that little Ivan comes up to little me, and he's like, "Where do I enlist in the army?" And I'm like, "Right here, kiddo." And it's like clearly in my backyard. The opening scene.
It's so bad.
What about all the bloopers in Darkness Falling?
I had to delete all the Darkness Falling bloopers because I didn't have
Well, you
space on
posted
my
some of
phone.
them.
I
There was
posted
a-
some of them.
There was one of Rommel eating pretzels as you were talking.
I was talking to Jazz in the bar scene, and Rama was just in the shot.
You should-
He was like looking at the camera, trying to figure out if the camera can see him.
No, he was sitting at the table. Pretzels.
We're filming the table, and he's sitting there, and he's not supposed to be on camera. He's not in the movie, or he's in the movie, but
You
he's
had
not
to
in
crop
the
out
scene.
like half of the shot.
And I had to like zoom it in really far, so you could basically just see my back.
So bad.
And so you don't see Rama like reaching for pretzels. And he eats them on camera too. He leans into the shots. It's like, yes. And it was like 8 p.m. and we had to be home. We were
Yeah.
like running down the clock.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. But then the other bloopers from that movie was going up to my back door.
Knock. This is the back door.
We go up because like we filmed a scene we filmed a scene at night where it's like me, where it's like the three of us are all the protagonists, and we go up to this like 60s style ranch house in the movie set in 1945, 44. We go up and we knock on the back door. It's clearly the back door. And the scene is supposed to be we knock on the back door, and then Justin answers. He's like, "What are you knocking on my back door for?" And we're
We
like,
walk up to his house. He opens his back door. He's like, "Why are you knocking on my back door?"
he didn't even knock. He just opens it preemptively. We go up. He just opens the door. "What are you knocking on my door?" And we're like,
We did it. And then there was, did he get like? Wasn't he like being? Lily was jumping on him.
Mhm, we can't-
Cheddar.
okay, so far
I had no shoes on for that entire shoot.
so far our
For the entire backdoor scene, no shoes.
no shoes. So far my dog has appeared in one movie. She's slated for more, right?
Yeah.
The big three, one of them will have a dog in it.
Chimpanzee.
Because people love dogs. So the dog is in Darkness Falling. But she wasn't supposed to be in that shot. But we came up to the door and we knocked and he opened the door and Justin was like being like berated by the dog. The dog was like, like just like the dog's
And
dog.
then Cheddar's like, no.
He's like, "No." And we were just standing there watching it like, okay, this happened. Do it again.
And then there was,
It took like 5 tries.
and then there was the time where he opened the door before he knocked. He's like, "I feel like your mom's in here."
My mom was in the room doing laundry and he opened the door and we came up and we were like, Justin, we didn't knock. He's like, yeah, but your mom's in here.
And then there was one where I just started laughing.
We knocked and Justin opened it and Ivan just started laughing. Like at that point we were too far gone.
It was so funny because I could just imagine him messing up his life. Like, "Why are you knocking on my front door?" Or something.
He just laughs preemptively. We finally got the shot. It was like 8 p.m.
Yeah, it
Oh
took
my
like
God.
5-6 tries.
Do we have
And
our...
then there's the last part where it's just a Rommel's face just looking at the camera like a little monkey.
Yeah, Rommel does that. He takes his monkey pictures when he pulls the camera up like close to his face, like under his nose, and he takes the picture. And sometimes he takes videos where he just like breathes and his nostrils flare like just the camera right underneath his face. And I'm sure he's gonna do that next time he's on set. When is he on set next? Rommel's in 2 of the big 3 movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Most everybody is.
We're in all 3.
We're in all 3. Me and Ivan are the only ones who appear in all 3 of the big 3 movies.
Wait.
Have I know?
Well, no, Tristan. Oh no, he's not in.
He's not in.
Is he not in?
He's not in the one with James Hudgens.
Is he not in the one we're just doing now?
He is, yeah.
So
He's got like Tristan's in the movie we're working on now. He's got like 20 seconds of screen time. It's really important screen time. The role that Tristan's in is like a really pivotal one. It sets him up for like future roles.
Yep.
No.
And it's like and the future role. It's like a really important one. And this summer, it is this summer, right?
Yes.
We have to work. Yeah, we have to work on the precise timing of it. This summer,
Alright, I kind of want to have Justin write another movie.
he will. He'll get around to it.
I want him to write like a comic movie though.
Actually, no.
No. One time.
What if he wrote a romance?
No, one time I had Justin's phone.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at the script on Justin's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were looking at like a digital script for one, like for Crow.
And you got a notification from your girlfriend on this phone.
I went back to his Google Docs home just on accident, and I saw a plan for another script. Like one that he had like written like the first page of, and I was like, dude, he has ideas.
Is it
Forget what it
his
was
Titanic
called.
It's gonna be a superhero movie.
No, it was
Dude,
called.
just green screen it.
I remember what it was called.
Wait,
It was called like One More Soul or something, which sounds really cool. And I want to see that movie come together.
Well-
It'd be fucking cool if it was.
Just
We can't do a romance.
We can't do a
We don't have any people willing to do a romance
Also,
movie.
we're all underage, so we can't have sex.
They don't know our age.
Well,
we could be 38.
A romance movie doesn't necessarily
Okay.
entail sex.
We're all 38.
Okay, you're right. A romance movie doesn't necessarily entail sex, but at the same time, who is going to be the romantic people? Who?
You.
You and Jeff.
Me and Jeff.
Justin.
That's why we can't do a romance movie. Not only would
Wait,
not,
is that
Rommel.
homophobic?
no,
No,
because
well, Justin.
Homophobic?
because I'm sorry, but I don't actually. He's not really my type, you know.
Aw, that's
Just
I'm not
act.
into that, Just act.
Stupid. Well, anyways,
He's
Justin
not
had
really
planned
my
for a Titanic movie starring
Oh my
Alfred
god,
as
we can't
like,
talk about the Titanic movie. We've already trashed him too much today.
No, but we have to talk about it.
because Alfred was gonna be in
Because
that.
if you talk about it on his, then he'll just
yeah,
leave.
Alfred was gonna be the main.
No,
character.
he'll laugh at it. He takes everything
We
as good
can't-
fun.
we
That's
can't-
part of the fun. of
We're
it.
talking about Alfred today, right? Alfred was in the
Alfred.
Titanic movie.
He was.
You were gonna be the main actor.
He
You
was
were
going to be the
like
Leonardo
the Jack.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, you're gonna be the Jack.
Of the Titanic movie.
Just
We're not.
completely remake the whole movie. Just
Yeah.
like
We
And
should
then-
have
scene by
spawned.
scene.
And Blackwood could be,
Kate Winslet.
yeah.
Titanic. We were going to do that. We were going to make a Titanic movie.
But
That
the,
can't
the
happen.
hitch was that
We will-
everything was gonna be green screen.
Oh
It would
no!
not work.
It would never work.
Green screen has already not worked for us, and we can. And, oh god, it was like, so how are we gonna make a Titanic movie? He's just like, I don't know, just like build the railing and make the sea green
Yeah,
screen.
dude,
It's
just
like,
do it in your garage.
ah.
If we were ever able to make a Titanic movie, I'm pretty sure we can make a fucking Darkness Falls and like
In
butter
water
ships. What's it?
Butter
For
ships.
Dressner! For Dressner!
It's Rascal.
And it'd be like, it could be like Darkness Falls during time.
Darkness 6 to World War 3.
Are we calling it that?
If
I thought it was Red Snow.
Darkness 6, World War 3. It's
Wait,
just.
which one are we talking about?
I'll
Oh,
talk about
Darkness 6, Midway.
Oh,
That's not a real movie. There
Darkness
is no
6,
Darkness
World War
6.
3. It's just like a 30-second long video of 2 nukes.
The end.
Movie over.
Well, oh!
What?
Oh, the Triple Whammy movie.
Which one? There's 3. Tom.
You can't mention it by name.
I know.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one. Okay.
That's the.
Thank God.
The Yushanka.
What? You already showed it.
Buddhist.
Alright. We have to wrap up the episode now because the camera's literally about to die like 2 seconds from now.
Yep.
So,
Subscribe to tAngör.
thank you, guest tAngör, for coming on the show today.
I know there wasn't much questions.
Kind of easy. 'cause
But you
were-
can be a reoccurring guest.
Yes, of course, we're gonna bring him back. There's this.
And then the next one's
So much
probably.
more to talk about.
Yeah.
There's so much more.
So much more Justin
So much
to
plenty.
make fun of. Who's our next guest? It's Rommel, right?
Yep. Rommel.
In the next episode, we'll have Rommel on as a guest,
Or
Yeah.
maybe we won't.
or maybe we won't.
I won't be there, so.
He doesn't know. He's the one. He just made us pizza, and we said, yeah, of course you can talk to us. Kidding, that is not what happened.
Well,
That wraps up episode 2.
yep.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
All right, now kill that.
Fuck you
No.
all.
No.